And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Wild Arms 2 Second Ignition. I'm your host, the RPG Guy. Let's keep moving. For those of you wondering, last episode, and for every episode moving forward, I'm using a different recording software. I wasn't really happy with the other one that I was using. So, if you're wondering why it looks a little nicer, that's why. You know, wasn't too sure what was causing some of my problems, but after I fiddled around with it, it started working. Alright, let's go ahead, and there's the Withered Ruins. I want to say we need to go a little west from there and we'll find it. So I need to get the compass facing the right way, which will help. As we are thrown into battle with these clowns, easily good, easily fought, giving very little XP, which we need to check and see where everybody's at, just to make sure we have an understanding. Alright, let me go here. 86. So he's almost ready to level to 9. They're pretty far from their respective levels, which is fine. We'll get it figured out. Don't get to let your panties get in a bunch, man. Alright, so we head into Under Traffic, as opposed to Overpass Under Traffic. I feel like garbage just saying that. Alright. So obviously this is what we have to do. Kerblamo! And this is the mounting of a lot of the puzzles in this game. Kick, kick, and then switching to another character to blast it to pieces. Not really hard. Let's see. Well, there's Brad. Bam, 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 bam. Kerblamo! And really, we're just kicking things so that way we're making sure we take out 2 rocks at a time, kind of thing. Shouldn't be too hard to figure out as we are thrown into a battle. It's killing time. Ashley and Brad should be able to take out both enemies in one go here. But now, as you can see, Lilica's speed has gone up a little bit. As Brad's, though Brad's a higher level, he's not faster than her anymore. Yay! And her HP isn't that shitty. I mean, it's still shitty, but at least it's not absolute shit. Our goal before we get to the next major dungeon, we'll actually get to a town coming up, and then we'll do some like overland searching party stuff. There we go. And then by then we're hoping to have everybody at level 9 before we move on to the next dungeon. It is pretty important we do that. Oh, I screwed up, didn't I? Fuck. Damn it. I totally screwed that up. Fine. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you do this. Very easy to mess it up, as I very clearly did. Monk. We actually need to blow these 2 up. We'll leave that rock there, because I need to get to that box, and that box is trapped in by these 2 blocks, so rocks. So there we go. And finally, south. Let's see. Trapped! Trapped! Not quite. I want to say I'm missing something too. Hold on. Let me go back real quick. No, I'm going the right way. I'm going the right way. Like, am I going the right way? There's nowhere other way to go, dude. Oops. Totally didn't mean to do that. Alright, so first things first. To get across, we have to do the following. We head over here. Okay, I don't want to necessarily go there yet. There's actually an item in that room, and I thought that that led to it, and it actually didn't, because my memory is failing me. Something awful. Alright, let's take down these gobs, and then we'll take down the Tetzel worm. Shouldn't be too hard to do. The real goal, honestly, is to just get Lilka to level 12. Once she's at level 12, you're in a much better place. But look at that, 120-something damage. Woo! Holy shit. That's why you have to give her that HP up. No way she would have survived that earlier. Let's have this set up so that way Lilka can get a healing spell on herself. As I open a beer. Because Ashley's always going to go first. He's the fastest character right now until much later in the game. Things start to change a little bit about who goes first by then, but most fuck me. In most cases or most situations, Ashley will end up going first. Okay, it's here. There it is. Okay. It's like either there's a door here that leads to a chest or there's a chest, and that's the multi-blast cartridge. It allows Ashley to use a new skill. So it's a new arm ability. It's pretty much an AoE attack. It's not great, but it is worth leveling up at least the attack and the accuracy parts of it. I wouldn't level up how many rounds you get to use it, though. It's great for bosses with multiple body parts. And it's great for enemies that spawn a lot. I don't know how else to describe it. It's great for enemies that have a lot of spawning issues. Like if you're in a battle with like 4 or 5, 6 enemies and you just want to mow them down real quick because they might run away or something. You know, there's a lot of mild rationales for wanting that skills, wanting that weapon. And there's going to be other AoE weapons as well. Again, it's not something to think too much about right now, but there is some relevance to keeping an eye on them. Alright, before moving forward, we're obviously going to push it all the way back this way, because we saw a place we can use it. It's actually slightly hidden. You can see it there. It's like the bad graphics, or not bad graphics, but the dated graphics allow you to notice that. And we get a moonstone and a crest. So you definitely don't want to miss out on that. You know, moonstone, forget about it. It's the crest that we care about the most. Moonstone is actually an equipable item, so we'll put it on Lilka even. It nullifies poison and virus, or like the more worse version of poison. Not that that's a problem at this stage of the game. We might get poisoned, but we have medicines to deal with that. Or antidotes, and mainly antidotes. But it's good to pick it up now. You may as well, you know. Get it now, then regret that you didn't get it later. Again, Brad. It's a lot of this is swapping back and forth between these two characters. And pretty much just blasting the shit out of everything, because there's not much to this dungeon. It's just, you know, it's just busy work. Kicking, kicking, kicking. No. Is it there? Yes, it is. Okay. And this will give us access to a very important item here. The map scope. It lets us use pretty much a world map. And using world maps and whatnot are a good thing. You know, we haven't been able to use a world map. We have no access to it. So that's where that is. So if you're one of those non-completionist gamers who skip chests all the time because it's so hard to have to go and get all that stuff, then you're an idiot because you're missing out on one of the most important items in this game. Is easily the map scope. If my memory serves me right. Which usually in most situations it does. I mean, cocaine's a hell of a drug, but at least I know that at least I know not to use it frequently. I'm just teasing you, I don't use it at all. It's too expensive. This economy just you know, very intense drugs, just in this economy, forget it. You're better off saving your money. Get a hobby. You know, use it, spoil hot chicks, and get lots and lots of wild, non-drug-induced sex. I don't know. This goes on forever, what you can do with that money. Alright, we'll go ahead and we'll make a save, because saving is your friend. As opposed to it not being your friend, it is always your friend. Let's get some cracklings. Save. And... whoops. There we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yet apparently this guy is not doing so hot. I say that now. That's a good question. What to do? Go ahead and hit to the call. Status report. Ashley here. You know, if this game was remade with voice acting, it would be a pretty cool game, I think. Okay, tracer feature. Hold on a second. You're near the exit that leads to the south through under traffic. From southeast to Damzen, an old mining town to the base of the mountain. Okay, well, at least we know where we're going. Yeah, so one of the things with the communicators, if you're ever lost in the game or not sure where to go, just use the communicator and you can get an idea of where you need to go. It's usually the game's pretty good about giving you a little bit of a direction. Not giving you great direction, but at least a little bit, you know. Just saying. So it's worth the effort, but keep in mind that it can be problematic. All right, so we're out on the world map, and as usual, there's actually items we can pick up, and we also should try to aim for being level 9. So we need to get Lilica and Brad up to level 9. So the best time to do this is now. First things first, though. Let's head all the way to where the town is. Which is not the way I'm going. I'm actually going away from the town, now that I'm thinking about it. But more importantly, there's actually a very, 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 with a side of very important item out in the dunes, out in the world map. It's called the Lucky Card, I believe. And I believe it's southeast of where the town is, if my memory serves me right. And the Lucky Card, what it does is that the Lucky Card it doubles your XP earned in battle. And you can't buy them. They're only findable, and you can only get them through enemy drops, rare enemy drops, and you can only get them through finding them in dungeons. Now, even though we get this item, and it's tempting to use in a regular battle, you never use them in regular battles, and better yet, you don't use them in most of the boss battles. You have to be incredibly selective with where you use the item in itself. You should only use it when the boss conditions are perfect, when the boss has 3 body parts and a decent amount of XP to make that Lucky Card worthwhile. I will tell you in-game when we use them, when are good places to use them. I'll try to remind you guys in most boss battles when they're not good to use at all, because that's actually pretty easy to do. You know, like I said, they're very tempting to use, but they're not mandatory, and I don't suggest that you use them unless you absolutely have to. So it's a lot of holding out, I know, because it seems so tempting to use it at the first boss you come across. And trust me, we won't actually be using it for quite some time. Ooh, Ashley got hit hard. Freaking hell. And I think from now on, we focus on taking out those gobs. Luckily, Ashley's pretty fast. Well, he won't survive another Gob Gob hit like that, so we need to make sure we take this guy out. Next round, we'll also heal him again. Sweet. It won't take very long to level either. The enemies are pretty decent at giving us some pretty good drops, so... it should be down here somewhere. Let me see here. Is that it? Yeah, there's our lucky card. So that's a really important find. So make sure that you get it, because you'll regret it if you don't. And I think there's actually an item in there. No. Okay. There's also another item a little further, but it's not a very valuable item. Oh shit, we were surprised. Not good. This might be a good place to use multi-blast. Ow. And ow. Owski. Not a big deal though. We do have revive fruit, so I'm not too concerned. But let's go ahead and multi-blast. Heal Ashley, because he's the one that has multi-blast, and he's faster than the other characters. So if I need to, I can blast it out again. There we go. Whew, that was close. And Lilica reaches level 8, which means Brad's almost to level 9. Like I said, it is important to make sure we're leveling our characters up there, so... I want to say we need to go this way. And... is it here? Oh, wait, no, there's something here later. Yeah, I know that sounds pretty silly, but there is actually something there later. Boss battle. Not a boss battle, another battle that I think got surprised on. Oh, maybe not. Okay, attack, heal, Ashley first, then Brad. And this is assuming Ashley doesn't one-shot this dude. There we go. Then we'll get Lilica next, followed by Brad. Nice. Oops. Move. Out of the way, big rocky plateau thing-majig. Could be up here. It's not even a good world map find, but if I like to get them as I am able to, than to get them way later in the game. The earlier you get them, the better. You'll actually find an item later in the game that tells you where all these items actually are, which is kind of cool. So don't get me wrong on that. It is kind of cool that they do that, but it's more important to take note that that the items that you find are very valuable. So you want to try to find as many items on the overworld as you can prior to getting the item that helps you grab them, because it'll help you in your character development significantly. Getting them later is not a great option. You should be looking around for them now. Hate to say it, but there's a lot of truth to that. Alright, let's finish this guy off. For the greater good. Okay, Brad reached level 9, so now it's all about getting Lilica there. Once Lilica's there, we'll go into town and deal with all that stuff. Deal with all that town stuff. I know you guys are like, dude, you're totally grinding. I'm actually looking for something. Yeah, I'm grinding a little bit. That's inevitable, but I'm actually looking for something on the world map here. And it's over here somewhere. Probably not even in the right place. Even if I'm not, I can. This isn't something that isn't necessary. So we can always come back and get it later. Oh wait, I think I just found it. Yeah, I found it. Yeah, it was 3 Gela. That's what I was looking for, if you were wondering. I know. Openly mock me, I get it. Alright, go ahead and go after the go after the Gob Gob. Have those 2 idiots go after just one of those things, maybe take it out. Cool. And power this dude down. Sweet. Alright. Let's keep moving. The other thing, too, is you might want to keep an eye out on how much money you have. You're probably not going to have enough to buy all the new gear in town. But it's worth keeping note of. You know, the money's expensive, so yeah, money's expensive. Items get expensive in the next town if you're really following along that closely. So just be aware. Let's heal Brad up. Tastes like healing. And boom shakalaka bibbidi bop. And the battle is won. Where is she at? With her levels? She's close. So it's about 5 battles or so. So I'm gonna just fill the episode up with me doing my one little bit of grinding in the game. There's another bit of grinding that happens later, but it's not for levels. It's for lucky cards and Gela cards. What are Gela cards, you might be wondering? Well, they're actually quite cool. Gela cards are like, in a sense, lucky cards, but where lucky cards are for XP, Gela cards are obviously for Gela. You use them on an enemy, and you get double Gela. Definitely, again, you use them on bosses that have multiple body parts, and that's it. That's really what you want to do. So, again, those are things you stockpile and use at certain moments, and that'll help you bring your money up. Pretty quickly, too, for that matter. So we're just kind of running back and forth here. We're staying close to town, though, which is always a good thing. Our characters are at full health, so nothing here is really that much of a threat. We're just hoping for enemies in groups of 3 so we can power through this a lot faster. As opposed to groups of 1 or 2. Poke, poke. Nice. Bitch had nothing on us. Alright, still keep fighting because I don't think we leveled yet. 91. Still got a little ways to go. Like 2 more battles. 2 decent sized battles and we'll be done. 2 3-sized battles or 2 enemy battles and we should be there. Don't worry. Don't get your panties in a bunch. We'll get there when we fucking get there. Alright, yes, just what I was looking for. Ugly locals. We'll be able to kill off 2 of them probably in the first round. That's why that's why Lilica's kind of frustrating to use until she gets to level 12. Because until she gets to level 12, you're at the mercy of, well, never getting, usually a 3 enemy grouping kill that quickly. You know, it takes 2 rounds to kill most level 3 enemy battles. And you're just kind of at the mercy of Lilka until she hits level 12, when she can cast all of her, well, not all of her magic, but when she can cast all of the elemental spells outright. Yeah, so something to think about. Another battle here should be enough. You're thrown yet again into another battle. Okay, kill off the gobs first. Don't want to get hit hard like I did last time. Mr. Bum, you will die. Because, like I said, with the lucky cards, leveling up is not going to be such a big deal. It'll be mostly trivial. And be careful of being pickpocketed. They'll steal anything in your inventory. It includes, like, your really nice items and even your lucky cards. Luckily, I believe if you kill them, you get them back. So, oh my god, you didn't level yet? What kind of horseshit is that? She's got to be, like, what, 5 XP from leveling? Are you fucking kidding me? 1 XP from... 1. Oh, I don't know why I keep opening it up. It does show it down there. 1 XP from leveling. What horse shit is that? Oh my god. That's just annoying. Alright, fuck it. No, we don't have enough. Kill. Try to kill, and then definitely kill. Alright. Luckily, this will be the last battle we need to do for grinding purposes. What did I do? Grind, like, 2 levels on Lilico, 1 level on Brad? Ooh. Ow, he hit me. For nothing. And, you know, the reason that this is so important is for the HP up as well. So Lilica's level 9, finally. But that HP up is just such a big deal. You know, you don't want to go through the game, you know, through several dungeons where characters are leveling without having that ability for the HP up. It's just such a bad idea. You know, it's a horrible experience to realize that you missed out on that opportunity. So, alright, let's go grab some random items first before. We're not going to level our arms at all, so, right now, so... Is it in here? I thought it was in here. Well, maybe not. Oh, wait a minute, it's outside his store, isn't it? There we go. Mystic Word. That'll go on Lilka. As it ups sorcery and magic resistance even further. Put that there. Let's keep moving. Yeah, whatever. So this is like the real western town to me. Okay, got a heal buried there. And then, oh, damn it. Another heal berry. Yeah, everything's in a freaking pot in this game. To no, like, extent. I think we picked up mittens, too, didn't I? I did not. Okay, and you go in here. And where is it? There it is. Mittens, yay! Let's talk to this guy, Axel. And then what you do is you get the Berry Chili Noon. Northeast of Damzen City. Keep this in mind. This is the only way to make this place appear. You have to actually buy the most expensive thing on the menu and talk to the bartender. And it'll open up a little area that is probably quite important to you. Let's go and use the magic shop L. Don't know why they call it that, but they do! Probably just pick up another elemental spell, really. Quick is nice. Reflect. Revives a fallen character. Revive sounds very tempting, but we have revive fruits right now, so it's not the end of the world if we don't get it. You know? And then really after that, all that's left is really the wind spell and the water spell. After that, we'll start getting stat boosts. We also will switch things around throughout the game because you can actually do that for free. So we'll start customizing Lilka's magic, in a sense, as we need to. Right now, it's not an imperative thing that we need to do right away. But it is something to keep in mind. Okay, more items. I don't think we really need any items that are here necessarily. So don't bother with that. We don't need any of that crap. Now, what to buy here? We don't have enough money to buy everything. So, as a heads up, just buy the Mist Blazer for Lilka. Like, you know, because you shouldn't be attacking melee with her as her primary source of damage anyway. pick up Punch Drunk for Brad. And pick up Riot Ram for Ashley. And you know what? Priority-wise, Flak Jacket and Travel Vest come before the Pixie Parasol. So that's 900. We actually might have enough for everything. With selling the other items aside. And Pixie Parasol, yep. We had just enough. Let's go ahead and sell all the other garbage. Replenish some of our lost items here. If you really need money, though, you could sell like a Revive Fruit, but I don't recommend it because we didn't pick up the Revive spell, so you kind of want all the Revive Fruit you can muster. With the spare money that we have, we could probably buy a couple of things here. You really want to make sure you pick up the Confusion and Paralysis items. So we'll take about 5 of each of these. As we can afford them. Because these are effects that if you get hit by, they ruin your fucking day. Ability Block and well, we already got Disease covered. Ability Block's not usually a big deal. Paralysis is a big deal. Confusion. Forgetfulness and Petrification are usually pretty bad. Downhearted you can live without having to deal with. So we'll definitely pick up 5 and 5. And then save the rest of our money for other things. Like, you know, using the inn. Which we might just barely have enough money to do. We also need to reload our arm. Which, again, we just might have barely... Well, the arm reloading isn't... I don't think that necessary. We've only used multi-shot, right? Yeah, we've only used 1 multi-blast, so... Healing first, then worry about multi-blast. Alright, let's head into the inn here. 30 Gela. Okay. Yay. Let's keep moving. Okay, let's see if we have enough money to reload. We should. We don't have a lot of... We only have to reload 1 bullet load. Because it's based on, you know, your bullet... How many bullets you've spent. Yeah, 10 Gela. We just don't have any money to upgrade them, which, again, is not our top priority right now. You might think it is, but you would be thinking wrong. It's not our top priority at all. Let's go ahead and head up to the clinic, which is right here. We've gotten pretty much everything else in town, so there's not much else in that regard. We still need to go to the personal skill shop, which is the PSS shop, but let's just continue the story on a little bit further anyway. We're already here. Talk to the guy, damn it. There we go, jeez. Oh no! Yeah. You don't say. It's just a broken finger. What a jackass. Dun dun dun! What a twist! Yeah. Indeed. Try contacting Irving on the communicator. And obviously we need to do it manually. To meet you. And I'm Amy. We're A and K. Get it? AK? Haha. AK-47. Never mind. So they get 2 ditzes on the radio rather than the guy in charge. Nearly under traffic incident. Yeah. want you to continue your search in the field. So they don't really tell you what to do. Well, they tell you what to do, but you have to do it on your own. They want you to investigate this. Investigating actually means getting off of your goofy ass and talking to everyone in town and all that. You know, there's no exceptions. You have to kind of get off your ass and talk to everyone in town. Not obsessively, mind you, but you still got to do it. This should be the skill shop, yep. And let's go ahead and max out HP up for everybody. And I'm just in the happiest world right now that that is done. As far as what to do next, it'll probably end up being like up physical attack, up physical defense, up magic attack, up magic defense, depending on the characters that we're talking about. There's also other skills that are pretty useful as well, but we'll talk about them as it becomes relevant. Up parameters, kind of cool, but that's something you get, you know, much later in the game. Things like that. So we'll talk about more about that when we're ready to invest in more skills. But that's the big one, HP up, because it's the only one that really affects you long term for when you're leveling. The other skills are really more like battle set skills and whatnot. Okay, so we learn about the telepath tower, which is what we're looking for. And it's, I believe people in this house talk about it. I think it has to be the guy upstairs then. Yeah. Maybe not. I thought it was. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Now we got issues. It was 4 people, and they seem very dangerous. It would be I would be careful if. Family has tended the telepath tower at the foot of these mountains for generations. Okay, and then I think we still got to talk to the old guy. I know, it seems like a lot of trouble, but there we go. South of Damzen is a broadcast tower called the telepath tower. So that's what you need, that yellow text, because without that yellow text, you cannot, under any condition, find that place. I know it sucks, I know it sounds kind of weird, but it is what it is. 1, in Damzen City, we found out about a suspicious group. 2, they got into some sort of broadcasting tower called the Telepath Tower, and they may be involved with the cave-ins. Alright, so apparently we're now in pursuit of this group that's been dicking around with stuff, so we'll deal with that momentarily. But first things first. Me not getting stuck there is part of that. We're going to head out of town, and then we're going to come back to town. First thing we're going to do is we're going to find out what we did. We're going to find that place that we found from the other guy. And you'll see what I'm talking about in just a moment. He said there was a building way off in this direction. We will avoid battles for the time being, just so we can get this going here. And ta-da! We now reach what's called Odd Headquarters. I know it sounds pretty weird. Don't worry too much about it. This is actually a very important place in the game. You want to make sure you find this place. The relevance of it now is very minuscule. There's really not much here to do. There's nothing technically here to do other than look at the monsters that you've killed and their stats. And you know, there's these chests here, but you need special items to open them. There's a creature here blocking you from going further down. These merchants don't really have anything for you that's worth a damn. They're not even merchants. One of them's not even a merchant. It's more like a guy who just tells you shit. So, kaiju card, monster card, get it? Anyway, so there's not much to do there, but it is important to find this place before continuing on your quest. We're going to go back to town. We're going to save, all that good stuff. So if we run into a battle, we'll heal as well, because it's cheap enough. It's not like it's expensive. And we're going to make sure we have at least medicine on us, which we do. We have, yeah, bought that a long time ago. So we've got medicine on us and all that stuff. So we're pretty well off. Let's go ahead and save now that we've unlocked that location. And on the next episode of Let's Play Wild Arms 2 Second Ignition, Trip to the Telepath Tower, we'll see you there.